Hey, it's time for AP again. Today's lesson, you are going to need, if you happen to have one, a ball. And you can use a basketball. I've got a playground ball here. It's 8.5 inches, whatever. Just a ball, something that kind of a larger type of ball. Maybe not a tennis ball, although you could use that, but something a little bit larger, okay? If you don't have that, you could even ball up a pillow or something like that, but a ball is probably going to be your best bet, all right? We're doing 4 moves today, 4 different moves. We're going to be working on some strength building. We're going to be working on some coordination and some agility. It's going to be a good time. I'm around a lot of trees here. Look, if you can get outside, I want you to get outside and do this. If it's safe, and you've been given permission to get outside, let's get outside and do this today. Get some vitamin D, get some fresh air. I'm already sweating. It's hot. It's still technically, I guess, summertime. Let's get after it, okay? So I got my ball here. I'm going to set you up. By you, I mean the camera. We're gonna put this down first, okay? So I'm gonna show you the 4 moves in the order that I want you to do them. And you're gonna do a rotation of this. Always remember that the lesson plan for you and the parents watching, the lesson plan is always at the bottom of the video. So I put it in the section that describes the videos. So the lesson plan, what the objectives are, and really how to do it are all down there. Also, make sure you get your warm-up done, okay? Don't get into this cold. So go to the warm-up video. The link is at the bottom of this as well. It's also live on my YouTube channel. And then when you're done with this, if you want to get some stretching and some cool down stuff going on, go to the stretching video and I'll post that link below this as well. So remember, I want you to do this lesson this week. You can do it at least 2 times, but preferably even more than that. And look, be creative. You want to make sure you move every day, but even on some days, if you don't do exactly what I give you, you can take bits and pieces of what we've done together so far and put together your own routines and your own protocols. And I'm even going to make a video to tell you kind of my thought process as to how that goes and to help guide you. So it's not that I'm just cooking for you. I'll teach you how to cook in a certain way. So, got the ball, right? Check it out. I'm going to angle this down just a little bit. The first one are going to be crossovers. So this is building strength right here through your midline. First way we do this, we would just have the knees slightly bent. I'm going to go one side to the other side, and I'm cutting my head off. This bugs me when people do videos like this. Sorry. All right. There we go. My bad. All right. So one side to the other, one side to the other, touching the ground, touching the ground, touching, touching. Now it's not really fast. You want to control it. We're going to go fast in a second, but you want to control this, okay? And so the easier way to do it, both feet on the floor, sitting up. If you need a parent or you need to put it back against the wall, if you can't quite sit up on your own, that's okay, but we're still getting this motion. You're sitting up nice and tall. The next way to do it that makes it a little bit harder is you actually start to bring your feet off the floor or the ground if you're outside, and you're going back and forth 10 times, touching it. If you lose control of the ball, no big deal, just get it, go back, restart. So you're gonna do 10 times that. So that was kind of a slow thing. Now we're gonna work on getting speedy and powerful, okay? And the way we're gonna do that is with a ball slam. So I'm gonna move back here just a little bit. Take this, I'm going to place it here. Then I'm going to move back. The ball slam is just as it sounds. You're going to take the ball way above your head, all right? And then you're going to bend your knees and slam the ball down. Catch it. Bend, slam the ball down. Catch it. If you can catch it. If it goes off, just go back, chase it. Up, slam it down as hard as you can. Make it go down as fast and as hard as you can, and you're going to do that 10 times as well. So we've got the crossovers, all right, that's number 1, 10 times. Then we've got the ball slams as high as you can, and then slamming it down real hard. The next one that we're going to do is dribbling. So now we're going to take it down a little bit. I want you to dribble as best you can, whatever way you can. The beginning of that is simply dropping the ball and catching it. So maybe that's you right now. Maybe you haven't played much basketball. we're gonna drop it and work on catching it. Instead of slamming it, we're just gonna drop it. I'll get a little bit closer. Drop and catch, drop and catch. You can also do two-hand dribble here. Or we can go one to the other. This ball's a little lopsided. All right, so you can go anywhere from drop and catch, push, dribble with one hand. Remember, as you're dribbling, you're not taking your palm and hitting it, okay? It's a gentle touch and you're using pressure with your fingers, okay? So palm into the fingers, palm into the fingers. So whichever version of those that you can do, and you can experiment and play with it. I want you to do that 10 to 20 times. If you're pretty good at it, do it at least 20 times or more if you're feeling good with it, okay? If you're having a little trouble keeping track of the ball, let's just go to 10 times. And then the final movement, we're gonna get a little locomotion work in here. And locomotor work is just any time where you're traveling, making your body move to a different location. Now we're gonna do some gallops, okay? So we're gonna do some gallops. So remember, a gallop is going to look like this. My right foot will be forward, my left foot's gonna be back. To gallop, I'm gonna take my rear foot, it's my left one in this case, all right, my left one, it's going to go up close to the heel of the front foot, so it's back and then front. Back, front. Move back a little bit. Let me show you again. If I switch directions, it's going to be back, front, back, front, back, front. Once again, back, front, back, front, back, front. Not crossing the feet. Feet are going generally straight ahead. Back, front, back, front. And so you're going to set up your cones. I actually have some cones set up back there. And if you don't have cones, remember, you can always use socks, you can use paper plates, you can use anything that you can have a mark with, okay? You're gonna set them about 20 to 30 paces apart, and you're gonna go gallop from one cone to the other with your left foot forward, and then you'll go gallop back to the other cone with your right foot forward, okay? And there is your 4-piece routine for this week. So remember, ball crossovers, doing 10 of those. Ball slams as hard as you can, make that ball go really high, so that's probably a good one to do outside, okay? That's gonna be 10 times. Then we're gonna do dribbles, anywhere from 10 to 20 to even more dribbles, depending on what you're doing. You can drop it and catch it, two-hand dribble or one-hand dribble. And then we've got the gallops right there. Take 2 cones, about 20 good steps apart, and back and forth. And we're gonna repeat that, okay? You're gonna repeat that for anywhere between 6, 12, and 18 minutes. Any one of those. Set your timer 6, 12, or 18 minutes, and you're gonna repeat those. You get too out of breath, you just take a break and rest. The clock keeps moving, you can rest a little bit. But see how many times you can repeat that circuit, and then let me know. You can send it back into the classroom, because that may be a question that I ask you. How many times did you complete the circuit, and how long did you do it, okay? So really enjoy this. Walking around a little bit. Man, get outside, get moving. Don't stay in front of the computer all day. And always know that I'm thinking and pray about you always. I love you, and stay strong.